Hello, my friends. Coach Sunny here with Sunny Blake Fitness. And in today's video, I actually just wanted to introduce you all to me. I've realized throughout the years that I do a really good job talking about my clients and how I help my clients, but oftentimes I neglect my own stories. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And hopefully I'm going to keep this video pretty short. So I have been blessed to have physical fitness and living a healthy lifestyle part of my life. I actually grew up in a really active household. Our family activities, we actually played tennis, we played doubles. I have an older sister. My two parents, fun fact, actually met on the tennis court. So I learned very early on from imprinting from my parents how important living a healthy lifestyle was. I hated it as a kid because I'd go on runs with my dad. I played soccer. I was very active, and my mom would not bring any bad food into the house. It was very rare that we would ever get fast food. McDonald's on a Sunday morning was actually a treat for us if me and my sister were good kids throughout the week. We never had sugary cereals, chips, soda. I actually hated soda, and I still do hate soda because I didn't like the fizzies that went up into my nose. And I have learned throughout the years that I was born with the proverbial silver spoon of health in my mouth. But that doesn't mean that it has ever been easy for me. So I was very athletic growing up. I played soccer, tennis, volleyball, lacrosse. I swam. I think at one point I played softball. My poor parents, they were just shuttling me around everywhere. And then college hit, right? So I'm 40. I was born in the 80s, and I was born before the Health at Every Size movement, if y'all don't know about that. I was born when the figure of beauty was thin, airbrushed, wafer thin models on covers of Sports Illustrated, Shape Magazine, all that. So I grew up with a very outdated and unhealthy version of health, and I held myself up to those standards. In college, I was incredibly active. I was often one of the only women in the weight room, but it was to a point where it wasn't actually super healthy. I lived in the weight room. I would go from the cycle studio to the weight room to the taekwondo studio. I would exchange treats for workouts, right? So if I'd be going out drinking, I'd be like, okay, I'm roughly going to consume 800 calories of drink and food, so that's what I have to work off today. I got on the ephedra phase. I took ephedra when I was younger. I am actually surprised that I don't have heart palpitations from it, but I was, by all means, external appearances, very healthy looking, but, I held myself up to these horrible standards of health, and it was never good enough. It even got to the point where I would start to tell stories in my head that, I wasn't lovable because I didn't have a six pack, or I didn't have a thigh gap, or I wasn't the thinnest, most fit person in the room. And I started to equate my self-worth to how I looked. And you guys, that's a totally shitty place to be. It's actually only in the last 5 years that I really started to embrace myself for the body that I have. I mean, you can't tell because I'm sitting down, but I'm nearly 6 feet tall. And I used to hate my height. I used to hate, my muscular, thick thighs. And it was really only until recently when I started to say, you know what, we can be healthy at most sizes. We can be happy at any size, and exterior and outward, I put those two words together. Exterior appearances aren't really that great if your internal thoughts that you're telling yourself are shit. And I used to, the self-talk and the hate that I used to tell myself, I fully convinced myself that I was single because I didn't have a six-pack. Like, come on, you guys. Like, who does that? That is so stupid. And first of all, why would I ever want to be with someone that's like, oh, you don't have a six-pack, so I'm not going to be with you? Like, that's fucking stupid. So it's only until, the past 5 years when I started to get into health and wellness 100% that I realized that, external appearances, like, yes, we need to be healthy, right? We need to be at a size which suits us. We need to work out and move our bodies every day. But it's our physical mind, right? It's our mental health that plays way more importance in our life than our physical health. And, if I had to exchange, do I want to look good on the inside, good on the outside, or feel good on the inside? Honestly, 10 years ago, I would have said, like, I don't care, dude. I want to look good on the outside. And so I would have given myself, like, the worst personality on the inside if only I could just look beautiful and, thin and all of that. And now it's like, well, no, my mental health is more important, right? Our self-worth is more important. And I just think that that's like a beautiful message. Now I don't work out for punishment. I work out because I love to move my body. I don't eat healthy food for punishment in exchange for like, oh, well, you had pizza last night, so it's celery and carrot sticks today. No, I choose to eat healthy foods because my body, when I eat healthy foods, I have energy, I have mental clarity, and I feel my best. I have drastically cut back on alcohol because the stories that I tell myself when I'm on alcohol, it's just not good for my mind and for my physical and mental well-being. And that's a choice that I made. I've chosen not to eat fried foods, not to go, to Taco Bell or places like that, because when I eat like that, I just don't feel my best. And, I guess if there's one message to tell you guys, it's no matter where you are in your health journey, no matter if you started in a healthy, active family like I did when I was a child, or if you grew up in a really unhealthy household, the future is ours to make it, right? It's going to be difficult for us, whether we have Olympians as parents or we have parents that smoke and have never stepped foot in a gym, right? We all have our own obstacles to overcome. And I think that's a really important message because, the grass is always greener. You can look at someone, that externally looks super healthy, but you have no idea what their mental health looks like. You could look at someone that maybe doesn't look like the spitting image of, what we've been told is healthy, but they're flourishing in their career, in their love lives, in their social support network, and they are the happiest beings of all time. So, I guess my big message and like why I wanted to record this video today is to give you guys a little glimpse into my journey. Every day, it's a different day, right? Some days I wake up and I cannot wait to work out. Other days I wake up and I really don't want to work out, but I do it anyways because I know that's actually when I do my best thinking. That is when I get my alone and my me time, and that gives me energy. So, I hope this video was helpful for you. Just know that no matter where you've been, where you want to go, or what you're going through, there are coaches and there are people like me out there that truly understand the demons and the barriers and the obstacles that we often face. So if not me, somebody else, people like, we need friends, we need accountability, we need people there to help us. So I'll do a few series of these videos. I think these are really cool. We're always told not to talk about ourselves, but I think it's through these stories that we find connection. So yeah, that's about it for me now. I actually am gonna get ready to go do some yoga because, fun fact, I used to hate yoga and then I realized it's really good for my mental health. So whether it's yoga or going outside and walking or going for a bike ride or moving your furniture in your living room and doing a little dance, find movement that makes you feel good. Find movement that's not only good for your body, that's good for your mind. eat foods that honor you and that fuel you and that set you up for, you know, the mental clarity and to tackle everything that you want. Get sleep. You guys, sleep is the best thing ever. You know, get enough sleep every night. Drink water, for goodness sakes. Drink water. Find a support system, whether it's me, whether it's your loved one, whether it's an enemy. I don't really care. Find someone out there where you guys can support each other and cheer you on in achieving your goals. And then last but certainly not least, do some fun shit. Feed your mind, meditate, read a book, go bungee jumping, throw a temper tantrum if you need to. You guys, there are so many keys and important ways to being healthy, but you know, just follow the blueprints, I guess. I don't know what that means, follow the blueprints, but you know, like there are just so many ways to be healthy. You know, find, not the blueprints, find what works for you, okay? Find what works for you, my friends. You know, I'd love to know about your health journey, so drop me a line. You know, one-way conversation, I'm not really keen for. Two-way conversation is the best. So that's it for me. Have a great day, my friends. Get out there, move your body, eat some good food, get some sleep, go laugh, do what you gotta do. Okay, my friends, take care.